Welcome to another Sunday WOAY ABC4 Community Forum, where we talk to community leaders and local success stories to discuss important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. I'm your host, Brandy Lawrence. And today we're joined by two distinguished guests. Beckley Events Director Jill Moorfield is here with me right now. And a little bit later on, City Director for Raleigh County's Parks and Recreation, Leslie Baker, will join us to discuss several of the fun events coming up in Raleigh County. Thanks so much for coming to the forum.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. It's always a good time. And we know one of the biggest events coming up in Raleigh County, in Beckley specifically, is the Rhododendron Festival on May 11th, correct?
It's throughout the whole month of May pretty much, but it does kick off on May 11th with coffee, teas, and our sweet treats, along with an emergency preparedness fair that will be held in downtown Beckley. There'll be a number of different coffee, tea, and sweets vendors set up that you can try different samples, or you can just buy their products outright. So you can get tickets at the Raleigh Playhouse and Theater that day for $5. You get 5 sample tickets and a voting coin. And then the proceeds are split between the Bill Withers Fund and the United Way. And then, like I said, there's emergency preparedness fair booth, so come and learn more from some of our emergency preparedness groups like police and fire departments and Commission on Aging and the water company. We'll also have some music. We have several young people performing. We like to do youth performances during this event. So we have the Strings of Green, which is a family bluegrass band. We have Woodrow Wilson High School's theater and choir group. We also have the Beckley Children's Theater Ministry group that they just performed a play called Frozen Junior. And then we end with the Seeking Altitude, which is a youth group that is formed out of the Beckley Arts Center.
So awesome. So it looks like, actually we were talking before, it'll be a jam-packed month.
It will. That event is on Saturday, May the 11th from 11 to 2. Weather permitting, will be along Neville Street. If it happens to have rain in the forecast that day, we use the middle level of the Beckley Intermodal Gateway parking facility and put food trucks along Leslie C. Gates Place. We'll also have, some kids things there. We've got a Candyland bounce house. We have balloon animals. So just, come on up and enjoy the youth performances. Try some drinks or sweets. Or we'll have some regular food there as well. Some of the downtown businesses will be there. And just enjoy kicking off the Rhododendron Festival.
Awesome. It sounds like a really fun time, but then you can also get some really important information from the preparedness.
That's right. We like partner with them.
Awesome. And what inspired you all to kind of integrate both this year? Because I know sometimes it's separate. So.
Well, the Emergency Preparedness Fair has been with us for a few years. They used to do it separate, and we just decided we were better if we worked together. We used to have the coffee and tea celebration in April, and we just decided to move it with sweet treats and just have one big event and have it part of the Rhododendron Festival.
Awesome. And sweet treats and coffee and tea go together.
Yes, so they do, certainly.
Get us some refreshments and a little sweet treat. So awesome. Oh, and I also see that you all will have a Waterfall Wednesday at the Piney Creek Preserve on the 15th that will also be within the festival week. So yes. What will be going on there?
That's a new event. The city works with the West Virginia Land Trust and the Piney Creek Preserve and has developed a little trail there to a couple of waterfalls, and then there's some others even on down the bend from that, but we decided to add that into the Rhododendron Festivals just to get out to see nature and see these beautiful waterfalls that's right here in our backyard, and so we encourage people to go to the West Virginia Land Trust site or their Facebook event page and sign up for it just so they know how many to prepare for.
And they can walk off some of the, the food trucks and things.
It is on Wednesday, May the 15th at 5:30. If it happens to be raining or bad weather that day, it'll be the following Wednesday, which would be, I think, the 22nd.
Oh, that sounds like a good time. And it'll allow people to, walk off some of those sweet treats and coffees and some of the food truck
There you go.
vendors. So that'll be a cool event as well. And, to get to see more about, I don't think a lot of people know about our waterfalls or haven't been able to see them. So it'll be cool to be able to go on a walk with everybody and see where these places are so you can start going more frequently.
That's right. And if you're part of the state project, they have a waterfall tour. It's a part of that, so you can take your picture there or scan and whatever, or be eligible for the swag that the state offers for going to waterfalls.
And if you're like me, you love some good merch, so you guys look into that. So let's see, what else we have got? It's literally a jam-packed month, but I mean the week as well is very much very jam-packed. That Sunday, I see that there'll be a Grandview rhododendron walk.
Right, that's on Sunday, May the 19th. We do that every year with the National Park Service. A ranger actually takes guided walks around looking at the rhododendrons and the other nature that's at Grandview, as well as the overlooks. So there's an opportunity at Grandview that day. Of course, you can go anytime during the month of May and see the beautiful rhododendrons at Grandview. It's one of the showcases of this whole festival. But you can, if you want to go on the guided tour, that'll be on that Sunday, May the 19th at 2:30 and at 3. Just meet at the Visitor Center. There's also a walk the following Friday there that's part of the full moon walks. We do monthly full moon walks with Active Southern West Virginia. We have one on the McManus Trail normally and one at Grandview. And so that Friday evening, the one will be at Grandview. And then if we want to back up a little bit, a couple of things we may have missed. Tuesday, May the 14th, so rhododendron painting class with Painting with Sarah at the library. They do once a month painting thing, so if you're interested in that, the registration is open. Make sure you get with them and get on the list because it's limited. And then Saturday, May 18th, is just a busy day in our community. There's several events going on in addition to the ones that we have with the festival, but we'll have a pickleball tournament at New River Park, and that's a very popular activity that Leslie may talk a little bit more about. We have also that day Founders Day at Wildwood, which is the home of Alfred Beckley, who founded Beckley, and so learn a little bit of history about our community. And there's also another one of those painting events, this time at the Pottery Place, and it's painting flower-themed watercolor little cards. So you can get registered for that. So that takes us through, like you said, that weekend and Sunday at Grandview. And then we have one more week of activities as well.
Awesome. So, there's always something to do. There's going to be something to do throughout May. Don't worry about that, especially in Beckley. Yeah. So, you were mentioning you will have some food vendors and things there. So, what can the people who can the people expect to see out there? At
the coffee, tea, and sweet treats?
Yes.
Or okay, we're backing up to that one. Let me see. I've got the list here. We've got Fruits of Labor Cafe, Hilltop Coffee, Chocolate Mousse, United Way of Southern West Virginia, Raleigh County Community Action, the Lunch Wagon, Upland Soul, Beckley Women's Club, Beckley Police Department with McDonald's, Coffee with a Cop, Talia and Abraham's International Grocer, Auntie E's, and then Black Knight or the exhibition Mime will be doing a booth. Then, we also had, as I mentioned, balloon animals that's going to be made, Olivia's Crafts, the Quota Club is going to have a booth focused on hearing, and then we have the Emergency Preparedness Fair booths. We've got the Raleigh County Commission on Aging, the Black Knight Amateur Radio, the Beckley Fire Department, CERT, the Beckley Water Company, the Family Resource Center, Raleigh County Emergency Services, 911, and the Raleigh County LEPC, which is the Emergency Preparedness Fair group. And so lots of things to come and see that day and, throughout the week. And then the last weekend of the festival will start on Thursday with music at the Beckley Underground. We're going to have Shane Ingram performing, and the Underground is between the backs of the Neville Street properties and the Federal building, and it's a really nice atmosphere right there. And so the Fruits of Labor Pizzeria, which is the lower level of Fruits of Labor, the pizzeria and coffee shop will be open later that evening. A lot of times they're just open during the day, so this is an evening that they'll be open. You can come down and get something to eat and listen to some music, and then after that you can go to the McManus Trail and do the full moon walk, which is about a 2-mile walk, and hopefully see the full moon that evening. And then, as I mentioned before, the full moon walk on Friday is at Grandview. It's at 7:30 as well. And then on Saturday, we have the Rhododendron Festival Car Show, which will be at the Beckley Intermodal Gateway from 4 until 8. And we're going to have music by the Krista Hughes Band for that. So it's free to come out and hear the concert. If you want to enter your car in the show, it's just $10, and part of that fee will help the Bill Withers Fund as well. And then we have a new event that will end the festival on May the 27th for Memorial Day. A lot of people ask us, do we have a Memorial Day parade? We have a lot of parades in Beckley, but we don't normally have one for Memorial Day. But this is something similar. It's going to be cars, coffee, and cruise. And so car enthusiasts can line up there at the Word Park in the parking lot there between 10 and 11, have coffee and a donut, and then at 11 o'clock we'll have a little ceremony, a kind of patriotic ceremony, and then at 11:30 we will leave the Word Park at Neville Street, go up Neville, Main, turn right onto Kanawha Street, go all the way to the American Legion Cemetery. And then there'll be some free tours of the Wildwood Cemetery, and Wildwood will be open for a little while. So that's kind of an additional event at the end that gives people something to do on Memorial Day.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And honestly, personally, I'm sure the kids might not agree just because they want that free candy from the parade, but I feel that's a little bit better than a parade.
Yeah, people can wave their flags and watch from along the street, or join in and be a part of it.
Yeah, because you still get an opportunity to see, something really cool. I'm sure there'll be some really cool cars out there. So
Yes,
if you have an
yes.
awesome car that you like to showcase, make sure you get in touch with Beckley Events and get signed up for that, because that sounds really awesome.
Yes.
And the car show as well, you said that they can register for that too? It's still open?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
you can register the day of for that. So lots going on with that, and plenty of other things throughout the summer. I mean, in June we'll be starting the Fridays in the Park at Word Park. It's lunch concerts from 11:30 to 1. Every Friday we have a different performer. We also will be working with the Antique Automobile Club in Beckley, the Whitewater Club, to put on a car show at the end of June 29th. And then July we have the fireworks at the Convention Center for the July 4th, and then July 6th will be the Bill Withers Festival. So I was on here last time talking about that fund, and we're happy to announce that we've raised a lot of money since then. The goal was $170,000, and we're at $140,000 now, so we've only got $30,000 to go. Of course, we have the Chambers Gala coming up this week. And we've got Todd Withers that's going to be there. It's Bill Withers' son, and we're going to have books, Grandma's Hands, that for sale, and opportunities to celebrate Bill Withers through the music by Lady D and Mission, playing some Bill Withers tunes, and also recognizing a lot of community members that day. So that's on May the 9th. And then the festival, as I said, is on July the 6th, and we've got like 7 different bands scheduled for that day. It'll be from 12 to 6 at the Beckley Intermodal Gateway, which that plaza will soon be named the Bill Withers Plaza.
Awesome. So like I said, if you're looking for something to do, especially, in May and throughout this summer, make sure you check out Beckley Events, because they have a lot of jam-packed events and different activities and things going on. So before we go on to our first break, do you mind plugging the contact information so people can stay up on this schedule?
Sure. If you're on Facebook, follow Beckley Events. If not, if you can at least go to beckley.events, that's a community calendar. And you can actually put your events on there as well if they're in Raleigh County. So that's something that the Chamber and Cucumber helps put together. And so that's just check that regularly. We usually try to pull the events off and share a lot of them, that not only our events but other things that are family friendly in our community we'll put on the Facebook page You can also go to beckley.org, that's the city's page, and click on Beckley events there. That'll take you to that calendar. And also, if you want information, like we also have a contest for the Bill Withers for youth to enter art, music, or an essay about how that music has influenced you. So we encourage people to go there for that as well.
Good stuff, good stuff. A lot of good information. Yes. All right, well, you guys stay tuned. We will be right back on the forum, and we'll be talking to Leslie Baker from the Raleigh County Parks and Recreation. Welcome back to Sunday Community Forum. I'm here with Leslie Baker from Parks and Recreation, and we're talking about more things going on in Beckley off this spring and this summer. Thanks so much for coming to the forum.
Well, thanks for having us this morning.
Absolutely.
We do have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. So we can kick it off with the everything going on at the exhibition coal mine at the Youth Museum. Looks like there are art camps and different things going on there. So you can kind of give me a rundown of that,
Okay,
please.
well, we have started our season at the exhibition coal mine. We started out with a bang. We've got so many people coming in because of the designation of the national park, so that has increased our attendance for people that just want to come and see what the attraction's all about. We are probably the largest coal heritage destination in southern West Virginia, and so they want to do that, but we have a lot of school tours too, more than we've had in a lot of years, so we're very pleased about that. Busy there, making fudge. We have the gift shops. We remodeled and expanded the gift shop. If anybody's looking for West Virginia articles, we keep a lot of those, a lot of really cool t-shirts and hats. And then the Youth Museum, which is part of the main tour that we have with the exhibition coal mine, but it's onto itself as well. We've got a lot of summer programming down there, but the exhibit right now is called Allegamente and Happy Brain, and it's just perfect for kids 8 and under. It's on loan from the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, and it's all about how a child's character, values, their brain develops. It's just so interesting, and it's so hands-on, and it involves caregivers too, whether it's a parent that brings them, an older sibling, or a grandparent, or if they come with a school group, the caregivers have to get involved as well. It's not just one of those exhibits where you drop your kids and you sit in a chair and play on your phone. You need to be there with them. So it's been very popular, it's very interactive, and we encourage people to come and see that. And then we also have the Mountain Homestead out back, which is a recreated pioneer village in the early West Virginia days. And we have a blacksmith, Chris Moore, there this summer demonstrating. And people just love that, and he oftentimes gives them little tokens that he's made. So it's a well-rounded school tour, and we're pleased about that. And then we have other tours coming in the summer. And then summer programming for our local people, not just people who come to visit. We have art camps going on, and we have a new person that's come to work for us, and she's created pop-up art. She's going to do things differently. I think she's going to help Jill out some at Fridays in the Park. She's going to do some pop-up art at the pool, possibly, in some of the pocket parks that we have in the city. She's just planning on little things all over. We'll give a couple days advance of what's going to happen. And then we always have our Empty Bowls initiative that we work with the Quota Club. We just finished it up in the first part of April, but we've got to start making those bowls again, so there'll be opportunities to come by and be part of that throughout the summer. And it'll be on Beckley Events. We use that a lot, and then we push it out on the Youth Museum's Facebook page as well, and Beckley, our website.
Awesome. You got a lot of good stuff going, and if any of you have not been to the exhibition coal mine or the Youth Museum, recommend you definitely go, especially for one of these events. It's an awesome time.
Yeah, we've got things throughout the summer too. We always have a special West Virginia Day celebration. Juneteenth will be going on in the park as well. Tina Pinnell takes care of that, but it's up in the park in the same weekend. And then we always have, well, this year we're going to celebrate International Ice Cream Day. Don't exactly know, it's sometime in July, but we'll do something special. And then we have our 8th annual Honey Festival, the 3rd Saturday in August. Then we always have Kids Fest in conjunction with Beckley Events. And then a couple years ago, we started something in October called just our last day. All last Saturday, we're open at the Mines in the Youth Museum. We always have an October festival, and it's been very successful as well. So we try to do something special for the locals as well every month at least. And then we're busy too. We've got the parks that we're so pleased. We got Barber, one of our little pocket parks, recently completed, and we'll start on Glen Avenue Park here real soon. And hopefully we'll have that finished before midsummer. And then we'll only have one more little park that we need to remodel, put new equipment in. We're so pleased to be getting rid of that outdated equipment and put the new stuff in for the kids. So Freedom Park it opened in the fall of last year, but will be open. It's one of our bigger parks, and really pleased about that new toy there. And so then we've got our leagues starting, our men's basketball, our women's basketball, our kids basketball. We've got pickleball league, we've got tennis league. So all of those things are, you can find them on our website or on Beckley events, or you can just call the park office, which is at the Youth Museum, and find out more information about that. So all of those are up and running, and anybody that wants to, like I said, any more information, just call. And then, of course, we've got the pools, and they're working hard now. We have a crack, and there's a whole big intricate system that you kind of like put huge staples in it, and you have to do one thing and let it set and do another thing, so it'll take a couple days. But our lifeguards, most of them are coming back. It would be nice to have a few more, so anybody that's interested, just give us a call at the park office. The YMCA, which has been our partner all winter long, trying to get people certified, is still doing it. There's a couple more classes this month, so if anybody's interested, they should call the Y. Prerequisites are this Friday and the following Friday, I believe. So it's a great job, great way to spend the summer. We're very flexible scheduling. So we need that. We need a few more concession workers. I need a few more people to help mow grass. Summer's always a busy time, so anybody interested in summer work, just give us a call.
Definitely, definitely. And I'm so glad you brought up the pools, because I know that was a big topic. I know last year where there was, the lifeguard shortage and things like that. And I know this year a lot of people have been asking about it. So if you guys want, the pools open this year, you kind of need some help. Please volunteer to be a lifeguard. Go to the YMCA, take the lifeguard classes, or work the concession stand. I mean, these are awesome jobs, especially for some of our high school kids out there looking for a little money this summer. So get to hang out at the pool and get paid for it. So go ahead and take a gander at that. And let's see what else. Also see, is the pool survey still out there?
Oh yes, thank you for bringing that up. So we know the pool is becoming very outdated, and will work like what we're doing with the cracks. And so most cities have now, they don't call them pools anymore either, they're called aquatics facilities. And we just thought that it's something that the whole community needs to take part in to let us know. So we had a pool survey. We have a company called Urban Designs that's helping us with this process. We have to have a plan in place, or we're never going to be able to get funders. We can't get any kind of grants or anything like that. So it's one of the reasons that we have to work with another company. And they did a pool survey, and we had almost 1,000 respondents, and we were so pleased, and everybody was so positive about it. And then we're going to put all those together. We're planning some community engagement, open sessions, public forums where people can come and see what maybe we're thinking from what we heard from the surveys. But it's going to be a process to plan something like that. And we want everybody's input. What do we need? Do we need a splash pad? Do we need more water slides? Do we need shade areas? What? But then it's always going to be the problem, just getting people to work in the summer. Summer jobs are difficult. A lot of times people want internships or different things, and that's one of our biggest things that we'll always have to combat, is getting enough help in the summertime. And so we don't want to build this big facility and then not be able to staff it. So these are the concerns that we'll be working through, always thinking positively, moving forward, open to any new ideas. And so really excited about that, about what the survey, when we put it together with the public forums and what we come up with for the new plan for the city. And then we'll have a whole new administration. Our mayor is leaving after 8 years, and we'll have we'll have new leadership. We're going to have new council members, and then they'll be able to really invest in this and decide how we're going to move forward.
Interesting. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see, like, how everything changes with that, and hopefully, everything just keeps getting bigger and better. And So going to ask, since this is community forum, I do love to ask how the people out there can get involved. Do you all need any volunteers, or is there any way that they can help you all out?
Well, we really like to pay people. We have jobs that are open, and if people are interested, they can come by the park office, which is in the Youth Museum. They can certainly call and find out about job opportunities. But Jill uses some volunteers with the Beckley events. We need more of that. But no, we just really need workers is what we need. Yeah.
Awesome. Anything particular you are looking for? Is it just kind of all across the board right now?
Well, mostly we need a couple more lifeguards. It would be nice. We could have longer hours if we had more lifeguards. And then ticket takers and concession stand workers. People like to take time off in the summer, so we have to have enough people to cover. And then we always need maintenance people to help with weed eating and mowing. Always somebody, sometimes in the golf shop at Black Knight. And First Tee has started over there as well. That's a program for kids in golf, and I think it started its first week. So we're always needing some type of help in the summertime.
Awesome. I'm sure somebody out there is looking. So, where can they go to? You mentioned the office, but is there any way they can go online for more information on this as well?
No, sometimes it's on Facebook. It changes pretty quickly on our website, so we don't put that kind of stuff because we'll leave it up there, and then people say, well, you have a job, and we don't take it down as often as we should. But no, it's web, or they can always just call.
All right, gotcha. Okay. Well, we are about a minute or so out from closing up our community forum, but before we go, do you mind plugging some of the contact information so people know where to go to keep up with everything that is going on in Beckley?
Okay, well, like Jill said, Beckley events, we use that a whole lot. The chamber pushes out a lot of our information. Always our Beckley.org, our website, has a lot of the youth museum things. We try to keep it up to date. It's just, it changes so quickly sometimes, some of the different events, but we'll keep the pop-up art and things like that certainly on the Facebook page. And then they can always call. It's 304-256-1748 is the park office to ask any questions and to keep up to date.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us this week,
thank
Leslie.
you for having me.
And you as well, Jill. And thank you all for joining us this Sunday to this community forum. You guys be sure to tune in next week where we speak to more community leaders and local success stories about important information here in Southern West Virginia. And you guys have a happy Sunday.